Hey, this is Eric Hunter here,
And I'm Robin Shade.
and we want to talk about dowsing circle charts.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! So we have an exciting new program coming out this weekend called Ghost Hunting and Paranormal Investigation with Your Pendulum. And we have several really awesome circle charts in there. And we also have circle charts in our course on effective dowsing and our other course on decision making with pendulums. So what we decided to do is just give you a brief overview of why we make these circle charts and show you actually 3 tips that can help you douse the circle chart more effectively if you're running into issues with it. So I'm going to show you a picture here of a circle chart, and this is from our ghost hunting program. And the reason why we have created circle charts is because our charts are based on the science of alchemy, and this is related to the movement of the earth around the sun. And the path of the earth around the sun at this point in time is almost nearly a perfect circle. It's a little off, it's a little bit elliptical, but it's almost nearly a perfect circle. So because of a principle in magic called correspondence, which is commonly known as above, so below, we've found that if you make a circular chart, it will tap into these energies that are related to the Earth's movement around the sun. And we found that these types of charts, if you have them correlated with energy, with the 12 equal divisions, you get extremely accurate dowsing readings, because it's not just random what you're dowsing energy that's based on universal principles related to the relationship of the earth to the sun. So I have an entire program on that called Pendulum Alchemy, but that's just sort of the reason why we use these charts. We find that they're more accurate. Now, some dowsers, however, have problems using it. So let me just explain how I typically use this, and then let me show you the most common problem. So what I do is I take a pendulum and I just ask the question, and then I swing my hand over the chart, and I just kind of let my hand move freely over the chart wherever it wants to go. So it will end up going over one color. But a lot of dowsers, so like let's say I just have the chart, I take my pendulum, I start swinging it, my hand will go over the color that I want, that I think it is intuitively. I'm not thinking about it on purpose, just intuitively will go towards one more than the other, and that's how I know what it is. But now here is the common problem that people have. You douse the circle chart, and then it appears to be going between 2 colors, and you can't tell, like, is it this color or is it this color? So what we're going to do is we're going to show you 3 ways that you can solve this using your pendulum and the circle chart. So Robin, can you please explain the first way here of how to
Yeah,
solve?
I actually douse most of the time on my phone. So when I need to double check my color, I'm actually going in with a moving pendulum. So I kind of let it swing pretty good. I'm asking my question. And then if I'm not sure if it's going to blue-green or the opposite color, which would be infrared, what I do is I intentionally will make it go to like orange. And then what it does is, because it's not orange, it's going to gradually move in the direction of the correct color. So if it was blue-green and I intentionally made it go to orange, you'll see your pendulum slowly making that shift over to blue-green. And that's just one way to just double check your color, what you thought it was.
Yeah, you know, when you're saying this, I actually thought of another way to do a very similar thing. And it's to actually hold your pendulum over orange and then see, is it swinging more like this way, or is it swinging more like that way?
Mm-hmm.
So that might be another way to do it as well.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because I interpreted what you said a little differently. So that's kind of cool. So
Yeah.
try out both ways, but Robin's way is that she would swing it over the orange, and then it will swing towards the color. You know, if it was the blue-green, it would swing this way. If it was the infrared, it would swing down this way.
Yeah, so what I do is, so like I'm normally on my phone. So say it's doing this, right? It's going to blue green. I just stop it and make it go to orange. And then it shifts. It does it pretty quick.
Okay. Yeah, then the way another way you can do it too is just hold it right over the orange and see, like, is it kind of going this way more, like this, or is it going more like this?
Yeah.
Sort of triangulate and see which way it's going more, and that could show you which way the color is. All right, so let's look at another. So same scenario, you got it going back and forth. You're not sure, not sure which one it is. Sorry, we're doing this live here. So, oops, I just lost all my pendulums there. All right, we got it back. Okay. So here's another way you can do it. So let's say it's going back and forth and you're not really sure. What you can do is you can slowly move your pendulum towards one of the colors. So let's say I slowly move it towards infrared and then the pendulum stops moving. I know that it's not infrared. But if I slowly move it towards the blue-green and then all of a sudden it starts moving a little bit and it starts making circles or starts going side to side, I'll know that that original reading that looked like 2 was actually the blue-green, because the pendulum will move over the color that it is and it won't move over the color that it isn't. Okay, we have one more way. So here is the situation again. It's going back and forth between infrared and blue-green, and you're not sure what to do. So here we go. Take it away, Robin.
On this one, this works really good too. So it works really good if you're on your phone because you can go right over your phone. So when your pendulum, is going back and forth, go directly, put your head directly over the chart. So you're looking straight down at that smiley face. It's a circle in the middle of the chart. And you'll be able to tell where your pendulum stops. So if it's going like this and you switch your angle and you go directly looking down, you'll see that your pendulum actually doesn't go past that center circle. It actually stops. So you'll know for sure what color it's at. You just have to shift your perspective. Look straight.
Right. So, so like if it was blue-green, you put your head directly over the chart and you look at it, the pendulum will seem to swing over the blue-green and then it will stop right in the center of the chart. It won't swing to the other side. Alternatively, it was the infrared, it would just do it that way. It would just go to the center. But the key thing is the angle that you have your head, right? You got to have it straight over. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And it's way easier on a phone, right? Because you could just hold
it's a lot easier on the phone. Yeah.
Right.
Because you can just do it really quickly and shift,
That's cool. So those are 3 ways you can do this. I do have a little bit more of an explanation of dowsing circle charts in my free course on dowsing as well. So if you want to get in a little more depth about just dowsing in general, I have a free program on my Pendulum Alchemy Thinkific website, or you can just go to pendulumalchemy.com and it's there and check it out. But Robin and I, we really hope that these 3 tips were helpful to help you use the circle charts more effectively. And yeah, we look forward to seeing the results you get with your circle charts and hearing about your adventures with dowsing the circle chart.
Or post your tips that you might have.
Yeah, post your tips. Yeah, maybe you have a strategy that we haven't thought of. Yeah, that's a great idea. We'd love to hear that as well. That'd be totally awesome. We're always so impressed by the amazing things that people who are watching our programs are doing. So it's so cool. All right, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching this video.
Bye.
Bye.